Samuel L. Jackson, Steve Harvey, and Diddy, three names that have dominated headlines for decades, are now at the center of a controversy no one saw coming. A legendary actor allegedly calls out a beloved talk show host and comedian, all because of one man's daughter and her highly controversial relationship. The internet is buzzing about Samuel L. Jackson's comments regarding Steve Harvey's parenting, and it all revolves around Lori Harvey's whirlwind romance with Diddy. Rumors suggest that Diddy may have been running something akin to Jeffrey Epstein's notorious operations, allegedly filming people without their consent. Though there's no definitive proof of this, the speculation alone has been enough to send shockwaves through Hollywood. How did we get here? Let's rewind and unravel this tangled web. Lori Harvey has been making headlines for years, thanks to her relationships with high-profile celebrities. Her dating history includes well-known figures such as Future and Michael B. Jordan, but none of her romances have attracted as much attention as her time with Diddy. At the time, Lori was 22, while Diddy was 49, nearly 3 decades her senior. The 27-year age gap was just the beginning. Diddy, a music mogul with a history of legal issues and controversies, brought a lot more than fame into the relationship. He brought baggage. Their relationship was more than just a fleeting romance, it became a public spectacle. Photos of Lori, Diddy, and even Steve Harvey vacationing together made people question what was really going on. How could Steve Harvey, a man who preaches family values, be seemingly okay with his daughter dating a man like Diddy, known for a controversial past filled with scandals? The contradiction between Harvey's public image and his acceptance of his daughter's relationship puzzled fans and critics alike. Steve Harvey is famous for his outspoken persona, comedic talent, and his firm stance on family values and relationships. He built his brand on being a protector of his family, someone who upholds moral integrity. Yet here was his daughter in a very public relationship with a man whose history seemed to clash with those values. For many, this was difficult to reconcile. Enter Samuel L. Jackson. The idea of Jackson and Harvey clashing seemed unlikely, but rumors began to surface that Jackson had been critical of Harvey for some time. The tipping point appeared to be Lori's relationship with Diddy. Allegedly, Samuel L. Jackson expressed his opinion about the relationship, suggesting that Steve Harvey had failed as a father by allowing his daughter to get involved with someone like Diddy. Jackson's criticism wasn't merely about the age gap or Diddy's controversies. It was about what he saw as a failure of fatherhood, one that revealed a stark contrast between the two men. Samuel L. Jackson is known for keeping a relatively low profile when it comes to his personal life. Married for over 40 years to LaTanya Richardson, Jackson has always emphasized the importance of commitment, stability, and being an engaged father. He and his wife raised their daughter Zoe away from the limelight, ensuring she had a solid foundation, despite the chaos of fame. On the other hand, Steve Harvey has had a more complicated personal history. With multiple marriages, a blended family, and public scrutiny, Harvey's personal life has been far from simple. It's easy to see why Jackson might hold strong opinions on Harvey's approach to parenting. Lori Harvey's love life has become a spectacle in the media, and her relationships with famous men have been under a microscope. But her relationship with Diddy was different. It seemed to strike a nerve with Samuel L. Jackson, who allegedly viewed Steve Harvey's public persona as nothing more than a facade, particularly when it came to his family. Adding to the intrigue, some rumors suggest that the tension between Jackson and Harvey goes beyond just Lori and Diddy. One name that keeps coming up is Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac, the late comedian, was a close friend of Samuel L. Jackson, and there have been whispers of friction between Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey over the years. Some speculate that Jackson blames Harvey for not standing by Mac during difficult times in his career. When Bernie Mac passed away in 2008, Jackson reportedly felt that Steve Harvey did not do enough to honor his memory. This alleged history has only added fuel to the current feud. Whether or not there's any truth to this backstory, it certainly adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing drama between these Hollywood heavyweights. Lori's relationship with Diddy may have been the final straw for Jackson, but it also served as a clear example of what he values most: family. For Jackson, fatherhood means providing protection, guidance, and making decisions that shield children from harmful situations. Let's be honest. Diddy isn't exactly known for having a clean reputation. Over the years, he's been involved in multiple scandals and lawsuits. While he has rebranded himself as a successful mogul, many still view him as a controversial figure. Lori dating Diddy wasn't just a relationship. It became a spectacle that drew criticism and concern. In the midst of all the drama, one voice remained noticeably silent: Steve Harvey's. As photos of Lori and Diddy surfaced, many began to wonder why Steve wasn't saying anything. Was he quietly endorsing the relationship, or was there more to the story? Some have speculated that Steve's silence wasn't simply about being a supportive dad giving his adult daughter freedom. The internet loves a good conspiracy theory, and this one was particularly juicy. Some believe that Steve Harvey may be indebted to Diddy in some way, possibly because of events that took place at one of Diddy's infamous parties. These parties have been whispered about for years in the entertainment industry. They are rumored to be wild, extravagant gatherings where anything could happen. According to the latest gossip, Samuel L. Jackson may have access to footage that paints a darker picture of what happened at these parties. Allegedly, Jackson, fed up with Harvey's public image as a family man, is ready to expose what really happened between Steve and Diddy behind closed doors. The power dynamics between Lori Harvey and Diddy have also come under scrutiny. Diddy is a man of immense influence, with connections, wealth, and the ability to manipulate situations in his favor. Some fans have questioned whether Lori truly had agency in this relationship or whether she was caught up in something far bigger than she realized. And where does Steve fit into all of this? Did he simply allow the relationship to happen, or was he coerced into looking the other way because of his own entanglements? These questions are at the core of why Samuel L. Jackson allegedly criticized Steve Harvey's parenting. Jackson, known for his blunt approach to life, has always been seen as a father figure, not just to his own daughter, but also to a generation of younger actors. In interviews, he's been candid about the sacrifices he's made for his family and how he always put them first. Compared to Harvey's seemingly lenient parenting style, it's easy to see why Jackson's judgment would be harsh. Then there's Diddy. Over the years, his reputation has been tarnished by legal issues and allegations. Many of these have resurfaced now that he's facing new charges. As more details about his past come to light, Jackson's criticism of Steve Harvey seems even more relevant. It's one thing to let your daughter date someone controversial. It's another to allow her to get involved with a man whose entire empire is collapsing under legal trouble. Jackson's view, it's a failure of fatherhood, plain and simple. And let's not forget Lori. Lori has been through multiple high-profile relationships, but her romance with Diddy raised more questions than answers. How could a woman who seemed so independent end up with a man like Diddy, who is now struggling to keep his empire intact? More importantly, where was her father in all of this? As Samuel L. Jackson allegedly continues to voice his grievances, it becomes clear that this feud is about more than Lori's dating life. It's about two different ideologies, one that prioritizes protecting family and one that seems willing to compromise those values for fame and fortune. Today, Diddy is facing a series of charges that could lead to a significant prison sentence, while Steve Harvey's reputation is showing cracks. People are beginning to ask, if these rumors are true, what else has Harvey overlooked in his pursuit of success? Samuel L. Jackson has never been one to mince words. If he believes Steve Harvey has failed as a father, you can bet he will keep pushing for the truth to come out. What will happen next? With Diddy behind bars and facing a potential life sentence, the clock is ticking for him to make his move. Will Steve Harvey manage to navigate this treacherous situation without his public image taking a hit? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest developments in this unfolding drama. See you in the next video.